I know. I've been out of it for a whole month. I got chapters 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and 12 all coming out. So 12 will go back to Sundays, obviously, when the chapter come out. And I just gonna have to use this whole week to catch up. So if y'all watch them, y'all watch them. If not, it really doesn't matter. I know a lot of people really not gonna watch these later videos because they're so behind. This is really just for me and my just for my schedule alone, and just to really kind of keep everything in an orderly fashion so I'm not jumping all over the place. So if y'all do watch it, once Sunday comes around and y'all watch them, y'all know what it is. But okay, enough of that. Let's get to chapter 7. Like I said, I know this is very late. Sorry about that, guys. It been kind of hectic, but we're back on it now. All right. So basically on chapter 6, if you remember, this is basically when he just saved Churro, just saved the girl from that battle. Churro, I forgot the MC name already. I'm just gonna say MC for now because I'm god awful with names and pronunciations, which if y'all watch some of my videos for however long y'all do, y'all already know this. So just know I'm probably gonna say MC for a while until I really get a pronunciation on this guy's name. Okay, so he saved her from he saved her from the car and everything like that, and so they're walking back home, and it's just one thing after another. They're talking, and then that's when he runs into a whole nother set of problems, and he's already said he like, all right, let's go. And then this one guy out of nowhere comes out and say, hold on, wait. And it turns out he know this person. They're actually pretty cool. He knew his father as well, and also knew him obviously when he was a child. And he also apparently worked for either the government or this organization. I think it's the government. Basically, he's like a police or a task force that takes care of evil sorcerers and also the secrecy of the swords and all that. So that and all going on. And he takes this guy on and he just takes him out like this. It's like it's not even a contest. It really is like a one minute thing. So just by that, we know this guy is powerful. We know he's also has magic. Not sure what his magic is exactly, but we do know he has power, and he's very high up there and respected in the organization because he's also in charge of this group of a task force. So he takes this guy down easily, and he used like a string or something, and just just tells him you're pretty good, because the guy fighting has like the demon mask and all the other stuff going on, so secrecy. And he just takes him out like that and just like, all right, I did it, we can go. And so that's going on and all that, and he just now realizing that he's bleeding. Adrenaline pops in, you don't really realize how much blood you have or how much damage you really took until after all of it's said and done, he's like, oh shoot, I'm bleeding, and he's screaming about it. And then it's just like all nonchalantly, and we meet. They go back into the meeting place or wherever. Kind of like it's really like a guild. Like if you ever watch any fantasy shows or so, where adventurers go to. That's basically where they just go. That's kind of like their hideout right now. And so they meet, the other guy that's always around them, and he's just like, what took you so long? Because they all three of them know each other. So, they just start talking and, kind of get at each other and blabbering and all that. And the girl is really attached to the MC, and he not trying to really leave her be. So she swing her arms and all that all over the place because she doesn't want to leave his side. And so that's when they start talking. And just like, I'm sure you want to know your intentions. So... and just kind of like, hey, these enchanted blades really can't be known by too many people. We don't want a lot of people knowing about these enchanted blades, especially his father is so famous and well known for whatever the battle or war that went on with these blades. They was a detriment of kind of ending the war and giving them the victory. It's almost kind of like they're like the atomic bombs back in World War II. So it's kind of like that. So it's very interesting or so. And so they kind of just keep talking and, just here and there, and just like, man, you can't really be you kind of being reckless. The guy is just saying you kind of being pretty reckless here and all this other stuff. But you know, the MC don't really care. He like, hey, he's on his Sasuke revenge arc here. Honestly, I say he got more depth to him than Sasuke did in the beginning of Naruto. If you believe me, you don't, but I believe he got more depth going on than him than Sasuke did in the beginning. And he just like soon, and the guy that always with him, he just tells him, hey, sooner or later, all this stuff that these swords and stuff are doing going to be in the light. Now, they, of course, it's like you can't always hide stuff like this forever, especially if other bad guys have them. But they want to keep it as low profile as they possibly can. So that's kind of the whole gist of it or so. And then that's what it's like. One of the swords is actually for auction, and it's the Kashiroku. As I said, guys, my pronunciation is god awful, but one of the swords is for auction in the black market, and they sell for who knows how much, probably billions and billions. And the MC, he like, oh, I gotta get there. So it makes me wonder, like, what, like, just we know later in chapters 11 that each sword has different abilities, and we know each one is unique in its own way and powerful in its own way. But apparently the one that the MC has is a special one, or at least a secret one, because no one knew about this one. Which I wonder, does the one that he has other abilities besides the two we saw? But like has either more abilities or supposed to be stronger than the rest of them, because it was like this one was hidden, but was it hidden for like because it was too powerful, or hidden for other reasons, or maybe it's the first one? So I wonder about that. We'll find out, I'm sure, sooner later down the line. And so we just, like I said, at the end we really just find out it's an auction going on, and the MC really wants to be a part of this auction. And then we get one of these people that's just so, honestly, I'm questioning. I'm talking about this because I already read the other chapters, obviously, but I wonder if he's going to later in the line, we really going to see what he can do. But I wonder, is he going to be like the rival for the MC later down the line, like for chapters to come? Which I wonder. I kind of hope so. I like his character a little bit. It's kind of like it's a Joker type of thing, but we'll get more into that in later chapters when we see. But as for now, it's kind of like it's like the guy is talking to two higher ups in this, maybe in this auction, or just in this organization that took the blaze in the first place, and just said everything going according to plan. And so it's kind of like this guy Sojo is supposed to be very, very dangerous and very powerful, and apparently his influence is pretty big. So we'll see more of this guy later down, which I'm very interested for. And of course, since I read all the chapters already, we kind of already know what's going to happen. But just for the sake of, the expense of just because of this video and all that, kind of making its own, we'll just pretend we're still trying to figure it out or wonder. But this was a pretty good chapter, and I'm very interested to see what will happen next. And like I said before, I'm not really expecting a lot of people to see this video here, but it is what it is, guys. I fell off the wagon for a bit, but I'm back on it now. Like I said, I expect 6 or 7 more videos for this week alone, and Sunday I just be right back on it on making videos, kind of like making weekly videos on the chapter when they come out. And I will very much try to make the videos right when they come out. So that being said, see you later, guys. I hope you like. All right, and subscribe. See you later.